In a newly released video by Project Veritas, FDA lawyer Isaac Belfer admitted that the agency had exceeded its authority condemning the use of ivermectin in online statements made during the COVID-19 pandemic.
I did have a case, if you remember, during the pandemic, FDA issued some tweets that said, "You're not a horse, you're not a cow."
I do remember that.
Stop it with the ivermectin.
Yes.
Well, they were sued over that.
Did you defend them in that?
I did. I was somewhat successful. I actually won my case when they appealed, and the different off the handle of appeals lost me. They really shouldn't be saying, "Don't date this drug." They'll often use something like tweets as like a vehicle to pursue a broader agenda. There was some legitimate problem with what FDA did. An agency can only do what it has statutory authorization to do. Like FDA can only do what Congress said it can do. That's it. The argument was that FDA didn't have authority to tell people not to take a certain drug. It's okay for FDA to communicate information about the drug, but that it's not okay to take the next step and actually tell people you should not take this.
But also, I'm anti-hidden camera getting people. Like, that was clearly someone filming him without his consent. Whoever filmed that, I'm on the lawyer's side, the evil lawyer defense. I'm on his side. I don't agree with getting people behind their backs.
How do they set these up?
But didn't he kind of get America behind their back by being like, "Hey, ivermectin's bad. Don't ever take it."
That's his job.
Dying.
He was just doing his job. He was defending. He got hired to make a defense. He did it, and now these people are like,
buddy.
"Look at this guy. He's full of shit. He's full of shit." Filming him behind his back. Asshole move.
Not cool.
Not cool. It's not chill. Rats. These are rats, is what these people are. I don't support rats.
I didn't know Project Veritas
I think they're
was still
taking
around.
on the bad guys, though.
I didn't think Project Veritas was still around.
Oh, why? Because Andrew Tate?
What?
Wasn't he Project Veritas at one point?
No, that's it's
He wasn't part of it.
What's the guy that Project O'Keefe?
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
He left and did his own thing. And they tried to like backstab him.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't know Project Veritas was still around.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're still sneaking cameras into places.
Snitches get stitches.
Having soup with people and trying to get them to admit everything.
But everybody having
Also-
soup. If you got a lot of secrets, why are you having all these,
Why do people meet so many strangers, though, and just tell them everything?
just
they
blow
should?
all your secrets?
That guy should have kept his mouth shut. Dumb on his part, but also snitches get stitches. Fuck those rats.
There's just
I don't know who filmed that.
You're like,
They
all
should
of
get
it.
beaten up by someone. They should get bullied.
I'm glad he did it, but I do understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you are going in there with a hidden camera.
We've all done stuff we're not proud of. We've all done stuff for work. Maybe Glenn, needs a little extra love. I'll give him that love, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Get the check. So it's like, yeah, I don't want someone to film me talking about it at a bar without my knowing.
No,
Take the dates, man.
we're all whores. I get that.
Yeah.
Any comic
Clear.
who's going to be like, "Look, I wouldn't do that for the money."
Right.
A complete liar.
I was just talking about this the other day. The first time I went on the road was with Pauly Shore. You know how I got that gig? I went to his office and climbed under his desk and set up his computer for him.
Of course.
I built his old Mac computer, got it working for him, and that's how I got my start on the road.
Mm-hmm.
People do things.
Yeah, where you're like, "I found some stuff on here, Paul."
Exactly. I was like, hey, this video is now on my phone, just so you know.
Yeah, no,
Just so you know.
no big deal. Sure would like to tour. Anyway, you got my digis. Yeah, it's true though. I mean, that's the idea too. When people say like, "Oh, you selling out?" You're like, "Yeah, I was going to do this for money. How do you want to run?" Kind of like pays.
Yeah.
Paid, I don't know.
Weird.
No, so I
Do it for the love of it, Dave.
Oh no, I mean,
dare
I did do it for the love of it. I'm dead inside now, but I mean, at one point, sure.
Yeah, the first few years you love it, and then you
realize.
get bitter, and you're like, hey, I want to buy a house one day.
Yeah, and then you have to keep the house.
Oh, dude.
And you have a family like I do, and then you go, look, I don't like a lot of people.
How dare you?
I like you. I like
like you
him.
too,
I
man.
like her. It's fine.
So far, we just met.
So far, we did just meet. Well, we met in the men's
Well,
room.
I
and
have
now
a
we're-
secret camera. I've been recording you this whole time.
What?
Yeah, turns out.
I'm saying, not cool.
We're going to make a video. Go to Project Veritas.
It is weird though. That's why I don't admit stuff to strangers. That's why I don't talk to strangers.
I'm like a steel trap, dude. I don't say nothing, dude.
There needs to be
I forget about stuff instantly.
there needs to be a law that if you don't know you're being filmed, whatever you're saying, you can't be held accountable for.
It doesn't count.
If
Well,
you
in
admit to
some
murder,
states, you
It
can't,
is.
it's just totally legal to film somebody without their consent.
Texas.
In this state.
Texas.
legal too.
Yeah.
By the way,
You
single
can
party
record
consent.
somebody's conversation on the phone without them knowing.
we knew
But
a guy
that would
that
be
did that.
messed up.
That was Bush did that, right? After 9/11, that was a 9/11 thing.
I think it. Well, that was the entire. Even watching this, I was watching a special on that the other night on the NSA, and it is truly disturbing how that just went
Oh,
through
dude,
with
yeah.
Snowden and everybody
Yes.
was like, "Okay,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "No, this is serious shit."
Like,
Yeah,
it's
why
for
hasn't he
national
been
security.
pardoned yet?
Yeah,
Snowden. He needs to be let off.
absolutely, he
At
needs.
the same time, he is a snitch.
Hey,
So keep him locked up. I don't know.
But he was
Not
a,
locked up.
but
Died by
was-
the
he
sword.
was a snitch though about an unconstitutional thing going against the American people.
I
Yeah.
hear you, but at the end of the day, it's like, do we want snitches to win?
be a rat.
Do we want rats to win? I don't know.
It's a
but
hard.
who's
It's a
really
slippery
the
slope.
rat though? Because the rats are the ones spying on us when you think about it.
Man,
Maybe
He's kind of the anti-rat.
he was the tattletale in school. He was the kid that was like, he's bullying me. It's like, whatever, nerd, shut up.
Yeah, I get that.
And I'm a nerd too, so I'm.
But all the, but I think all the rats were the ones writing down all your stuff and telling people what you're saying. And he was like, "You shouldn't be ratting on all these people.
they're like,
I'm gonna
"Hey,
go
you're putting
rat on
people
you."
you win this
Danger.
round.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, but I get you.
Yeah, I hear the argument.
Yeah. But yeah.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm right, but this is how my heart feels.
No,
But I'm
I-
wrong.
look,
Yeah.
Just tell your truth.
Yeah.
I agree. You don't got to go snitching.
Yeah, it's not cool. I wouldn't do it.
No.
He also could have done it anonymously, couldn't, or maybe not. Why did he take all the credit for it? I guess he had to.
I'm assuming that
Like
yeah,
prove the.
he probably knew that they could figure it out anyway from what he just found out. So he's
Yeah.
like, I might as well
Bona
just say it's
fides.
me. Because that was at a time where they realized. I mean, was it beneficial? Probably, because it stopped 25 terrorist attacks in the next couple of years.
Wow.
And also the Boston Marathon bombers were discovered because of
I
what
didn't
they
know
were
this.
using. Yeah.
Really?
See that?
Yeah. So,
So
like
he
they-
did cost lives.
Well, he didn't, but like the NSA, the technology they were using with like local cameras and everything with face scans, they were able to find the Boston bombers almost immediately. So it's like an argument of like, okay, if it is used for counterterrorism, is that okay? Sure. But if it's not being used for counterterrorism, it's just being used
Yeah,
to
where's
follow
the
you
line?
whenever they want. Where's the line? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like lulling you into that surveillance state.